Hello everyone, welcome into Dot Talk this week. This is Tuba Samurai with you, taking a look at what's going on with the Canada Defenders, Canada AAA number 2, and we'll look at the Tuba Samurai this week. That's coming up next on Dot Talk. Get in on the action. Goal Line Blitz is a web-based American football MMORPG. They've written a custom football simulation engine to provide you with the ultimate football experience on the web. Do you love fantasy football? Ever wish you could play with the pros? Join other football fans from around the world in building the player and team of your dreams right here. That's GoalLineBlitz.com. Get in on the action. Welcome back into Dot Talk this week. Glad you're all with me. Tuba Samurai with you. And we're winding down to the end of Season 12. And right now, I'm going to take a look at the recap of the Canada Defenders year. Canada Defenders in Canada AAA number 2. And another disappointing season for the Canada Defenders, who won a league championship back in Season 9. But since then, they got bumped up from single A to AAA ball, and they've struggled ever since. And they finished the season 6-10. But I'll tell you, Canada AAA number 2 is one of the most competitive leagues out there. And if you don't believe me, just go look at it. We had 2 gutted teams all season. So there you go. 6-9, actually 6-10 overall, 6-9 in the conference. We started the season off at the Windsor Flyers. We lost that game 17-38. Game number 2, we took on the District 9 Prawns at home. We lost 17-40. Game number 3, we took on the Drzovie-les-Gaulois. We lost 24-33. Took on Moose Jaw Grizzlies in Week 4. We won that game, our first win of the season, 52-20. Next week, we took on the Texas Hog Snakes. We were on the road for that one. They won that game 35-13. The next week, we took on Prince George's Kings. We lost 16-19, a real close game against the Prince George Kings, who did make the playoffs. Quebec War Eagles were our next opponent. We lost that game 33-6. Toronto Thunder, we won that game 65-6. Next game was another win against the Bloodweiser Bugle All-Stars. We won 27-16. Next, we took on the Windsor Black Knights. We lost that game 49-24. Next week, we took the Red River Wolverines. We won that game 34-31, real close one there. Then we had the Joliet Jakes. We won that 255-0. At least that's what it read. I think we scored closer to 300 in that one. Kirkland Lake Irish Mafia was our next opponent. They won 34-7. Then we took on Thunder Bay Wolverines, lost 34-16. Then we took on the Philadelphia Petite Pugs. We won that 255-0. Then we lost our last game of the season against a tough Square Enix All-Stars team. Lost 36-10. And most of our losses were not blowout losses. You know, we lost by a couple of touchdowns. And in this game, you know, that's really not that much. But that's a look at the Canada Defenders Season 12 in review. And once again, Canada Defenders, we will be rebooting. We've already rolled our guys, and we're getting them ready for Season 13 as we head back down to Camp 14. And we're going to try to make our way back up into AAA and beyond in the seasons to come. And you can follow our journey up the ladder right here on Dot Talk as we continue next season with Dot Talk. We're going to take a quick break right now. When we come back, we're going to look at the playoff picture in Canada AAA number 2. We'll be right back. Have you always watched football going, man, I wish I was the coach. I'd do things differently. Well, now you've got your chance with Goal Line Blitz. You can be the owner, the coach, whatever you want to be. Manage every aspect of a football game. Set ticket and concession prices. Improve your stadium. Sign, cut, and trade players. Get game-by-game strategy and play to win the league championship. You can watch your strategies played out in real time and pause the action at any point. Log on right now to GoalLineBlitz.com and be the man. Welcome back into Dot Talk, taking a look in at Canada AAA number 2 and the playoff picture. We got the playoffs starting today on the 15th of November. We'll be playing our first round playoff games. We'll start in the Western Conference because they're at the top of the page. We got the number 1 ranked Winnipeg Warriors taking on the number 8 ranked Spooner Snowfleas. They're a former rival of the Defenders, actually. Winnipeg Warriors 14-2 on the season. Spooner Snowfleas 8-8. The next game, we got the Moose Jaw Rough Riders against the Saskatoon Silverbacks. Moose Jaw 12-4 overall. Saskatoon 11-5. That's going to be a good game right there. Number 4 taking on number 5. And Moose Jaw won against Saskatoon in the regular season. Then we've got the number 2 ranked Calgary Destroyers taking on number 7 Saskatchewan Mounties. Calgary 14-2, Saskatchewan 10-6. Calgary holds the regular season win in that matchup. The Moncton Mosquitoes taking on the Manitoba Maulers. Moncton 12-4, Manitoba 10-6. Moncton holds the regular season win over Manitoba. Over on the east side, the number 1 ranked Quebec War Eagles taking on the number 8 ranked Prince George Kings. Quebec 14-2, Prince George 9-7 overall. Quebec holds the regular season win. Then number 4 and 5 in the Eastern Conference, Texas Hog Snakes take on the Windsor Black Knights. Good game there, 12-4. Overall for Texas, 11-5 for the Black Knights. Then number 2, Square Enix All-Stars take on the number 7 Kirkland Lake Irish Mafia. Square Enix is 13-3. Kirkland Lake is 10-6. Square Enix did beat Kirkland Lake in the regular season, but I'll tell you what, this is the game I'm looking at this week for the playoffs, because Kirkland Lake, they apparently have a new DC, and they came on strong in the late season. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the first round of the playoffs. Then our last matchup, we've got number 3 ranked Thunder Bay Wolverines, who are 12-4 overall, taking on number 6 ranked District 9 Prawns, who are 10-6. And actually, District 9 holds the regular season win against a higher ranked Thunder Bay Wolverine team. So that'll be another game to watch and another matchup to look out for in the first round of the playoffs in Canada AAA number 2. And right now, we're getting ready to wrap up Dot Talk for this week. Going to have a shortened version of it this week. Looking at the Tuba Samurai, my casual league team in Cap 34, number 1. Tuba Samurai finishing off the season 15-1 overall, 14-1 in conference play. Getting our first regular season loss ever in the history of the team. We're in our 3rd season, but it was against a great team. And, there are a couple of teams who have stepped up big time here at the end. We lost against the Galactic Empire. Then they lost against Gridiron Panic, a team which we beat 20-3. Another team that really stepped up late, the Las Vegas High Rollers, who we beat early in the season 41-9, but they're stepping up here at the end. Tuba Samurai taking on the Arcadia Axemen in round 1 of the playoffs, and a team we won heftily against early on, 119-3. That's a look in at Dot Talk. Tuba Samurai on with you. Thanks for tuning in with me this week, and tune in next week as we wrap up Season 12 on GoLineBlitz.com.